Today we're making the most incredible apple turnovers with a vanilla glaze. My family is absolutely obsessed with these. They look so challenging, but are incredibly simple and bring that wow factor in every bite. And let me tell you, they beat any bakery turnover we've ever tried. Before we start, here's everything you'll need to make 8 turnovers. For the filling, you'll need 2 to 3 tart apples peeled and chopped, which totals about 400 grams, 6 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1.5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 6 tablespoons of water. For the pastry, I'm using Pepperidge Farms puff pastry, which has 2 sheets inside. Someday I'm going to tackle homemade puff pastry, but for now we're going to go easy and delicious. You'll also need 1 large egg and a tablespoon of water for the egg wash. And for that vanilla glaze, you'll need 1 cup of sifted powdered sugar, 2 to 4 teaspoons of milk, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. In this video, you'll see some shots of a caramel glaze that is so yummy. I'm not including it with these turnovers because, quite frankly, they don't need it. That caramel sauce recipe is going live soon on the blog, and I'll put a link in the description below once it's posted. First up, we need to thaw our puff pastry. You can place the frozen pastry in the refrigerator overnight, or you can thaw it on the counter for 30 to 40 minutes or until it's pliable and doesn't crack. Next, let's make our apple filling. Just like my apple pie bars, you'll need to use a tart apple or a combination of something like a Granny Smith, Honeycrisp, Braeburn, or Cosmic Crisp. To a medium saucepan, add 3 cups of your peeled, diced apples. To this, you're going to add granulated sugar, brown sugar, ground cinnamon, ground nutmeg, all-purpose flour, lemon juice, and water. Cook this over medium heat for 5 to 7 minutes or until the apples are just fork tender and they aren't mushy. Give this a stir every once in a while. You want your apples to cook evenly and make sure that they don't burn. And just know that liquid is going to thicken up and turn slightly caramelized. There should be a light golden color and a glossy, syrupy texture. It's really important that you let those apples cool completely so that your pastry doesn't get soggy. While the filling cools, you can preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and line a baking sheet with either parchment paper or a silicone baking mat. Now let's work with that puff pastry. Unfold your thawed sheets on a lightly floured surface or a pastry cloth and board. Lightly roll the pastry to smooth it out slightly. I like to just use a pizza cutter to slice through each sheet into 4 equal squares, giving you 8 squares total. I've made these multiple times, and the easiest way to assemble them is to place your cut squares on your baking sheet before filling them. For one of my recordings, I got a little crazy and I overfilled the dough. If you fill the pastry on the pan, it's not an issue other than looking a little bit messier. You'll place 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of that cooled apple filling in the center of each square. Just want to spread the filling out a little bit. And like I said, if you overfill them, they will ooze out, especially during baking. But personally, I like to err on the side of too much filling versus too little. To form the turnovers, just fold each square diagonally into a triangle and enclose the filling by pressing a fork firmly along the edge. This will help prevent some of those leaks. For that beautiful golden finish, mix 1 egg with 1 tablespoon of water for an egg wash. Brush this over the tops of the turnovers using a pastry brush. Pop them into the oven and bake for 25 to 30 minutes until they're puffed and golden brown. I am slightly addicted to how amazing these make my home smell. While they cool, we'll make that vanilla glaze. Whisk together your powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and milk. You want to start with 2 to 3 teaspoons of milk and add more if you need it for a drizzle consistency. Spoon or pour this over your slightly cool turnovers for that sweet bakery style finish. Here's that caramel sauce that you may want to add to the turnovers. You can 100% skip it though. but I'm plugging the sauce because it's absolute perfection for cheesecake, pies, brownies, a dip for apple, or even as an ice cream topping. I've nailed the foolproof method down, so check the description below for the link. And there you have it, flaky, cozy apple turnovers that will make your fall extra special. I'd love to hear how yours turn out, so drop a comment below with your thoughts or any fun twists that you've tried. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more baking recipes. Make sure you hit that bell too so you don't ever miss a new treat. Happy baking, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.